Good evening, and thank you everyone for joining us this evening. I'd like to welcome WNBA President Laurel Richie to the podium.
Thank you, Maya. The ultimate team player, right? Good evening, and welcome to the Target Center. Welcome to the first of the 2014 playoffs, sponsored by Boost Mobile. Before tonight's tip-off, it is absolutely my pleasure to present the MVP award. This year's award, MVP, is presented by Samsung, and it is presented to Maya Moore. For me, this award is really special because it is at the nexus of the individual and the team, a recognition of the individual's personal performance and then that performance and its impact on the team. This year, 35 of the 38 voting members of our panel placed Maya Moore first for MVP. And I think that is a true testament to the impact that she has had on the Minnesota Lynx in her fourth season with the team. Now, I've known you for 4 years, not as intimately as your teammates, but I sort of feel like we entered the league together. And my sense is that you came back this year on a mission, and really to make an impact on your team. I know you did a lot of work in the off season, just sort of toning that already fabulous body of yours to take it to new heights. And I think we're seeing the difference here. You came back and were named captain of this championship team. You started the season with 135 points in your first 4 games. And with a team challenged by injuries, you went on to play in every single game this season. By the end of the season, you led the league in 23.9 points per game. You set a new league record of scoring 30-plus points in 12 games and 30-plus points in 4 consecutive games. And along the way, you achieved a career high and a franchise best 48 versus last year's Atlanta Dream Finals matchup. You completed the season with the honor of being the only player in WNBA history to score in double figures literally in every game. That, to me, is truly amazing. But it wasn't all about defense. Maya set new records on the defensive end as well, with 8.1 rebounds per game and 1.9 steals per game. And while we don't really keep stats on black eyes, I think you probably would have taken that this year as well. You have had a spectacular season that has led the team to the number 2 slot in the Western Conference, and along the way, yet another WNBA record of the team winning more than 25 or more games in 4 consecutive seasons. Just amazing to me, and I would like to ask you all to join me in welcoming the 2014 WNBA MVP, Maya Moore.
Wow, thank you, Laurel, for that awesome summary. These are the things that I generally don't think about until moments like this, and it's pretty overwhelming to think about everything that's gone into achieving this award. And I've always been a person that has tried to keep a perspective of where my help comes from, and there's no question it first of all comes from the Lord, and I've always tried to be honest about that with people that ask, and from that source, God's blessed me with so many great people. It's truly amazing to think about my journey just in these last 4 years as a Lynx player, getting drafted to a team that was an injury away or one missed shot away from just the playoffs and being an awesome team, and then coming in and having Taj come in as well, and captains like Rebecca and Lindsay and Simone. I had an easy time, rookie year, coming in, really getting the chance to learn from awesome leaders already, as well as our coaching staff, who are some of the most competitive people in the league and in the world, really, which I love because, my competitiveness is something that, I really pride myself in. And trying to outwork, every situation. And it's not necessarily about the person standing across from me. It's outworking the inside of me that's saying, I'm tired, I don't feel like doing this. You can settle. And I've always tried to give everything that I can in every situation, whether it's a small drill in practice or whether it's in double overtime in front of our Target Center fans. So I just, first of all, want to thank everyone, with my mom, of course, being here, always being my #1 supporter, as well as my family who couldn't be here today. Would you have thought 20 years ago as a 5-year-old running around just full of energy in Jefferson City, Missouri, that we'd be standing here today? I definitely couldn't have dreamed that up. I just think of my family members, all over the country that just loved me and supported me no matter what. And it's just amazing to think of the awesome teams that I've been able to play for in high school, obviously college, some great leaders, some great teammates and competitors that just have helped me develop into the person that I am today. All the people behind the scenes in my church family that really just are my rock and helped me to enjoy this experience. And of course, my Lynx teammates and coaching staff and all the staff who make every day so much fun. I mean, this award, if she's smiling? Yeah, she's smiling because she knows how much fun it is to be on this Minnesota Lynx team. Not only are we a competitive, winning, excellent group of people, but we enjoy each other. We enjoy coming to practice. We enjoy the tough times that have come our way, especially this season. And just how we've overcome this year is so amazing. A particular thank you to Rebecca, Monica, and Devereaux for being injured, allowing me to play more minutes. And having the opportunity to just be on the floor. That's what this season presented. And so with more minutes, trying to help other teammates, came more production, thankfully. So just trying to fill in where my team needs, and I know my teammates had the same mindset when those players were down. So again, if I've left anyone out, thank you, to Samsung and the league, for all of the sponsors that make this league, what it is, and just continuing to hopefully grow the league and have more awesome performances that can see this trophy presented to hopefully another Lynx player in the upcoming season. So just grateful and thank you again. Oh, questions?
Please raise your hand, state your name and affiliation.
Jeff Lane of Sports Page Magazine. Earlier this season, Maya, you were at the White House and President Obama made the comment about the hardware in another wing to the White House. So your thoughts on the hardware and also with this playoff push on the prospect of meeting the president again next year?
That's kind of the farthest thing from my mind, a White House visit right now. But it's out there for us. We're a team that if there's something out there to be won, we want to win it. And this team is so blessed to have the talent, to have the pieces, to have the leadership. Why not? Why not go for it? So what that looks like for us right now is putting everything that we can into preparation for our San Antonio team. So, San Antonio wants to go to the White House too. Everybody wants to go. So, but of course, this is worthy of finding room in the home for, and I'll put my mom on that task.
Hey, Maya, Phil from FoxSportsNorth.com. Laurel, and I think a lot of other observers had said that you looked like you came into this season on a mission, so to speak. How would you describe your mindset coming into the year, and then how did that change or maybe become more important when some of your teammates did start going down as the season went along?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Coming into every year, I'm excited to grow, to improve, and to reach my potential for that season. Something that gives me extra motivation is thinking about the work that I put in, in the off season, and that really motivates me to go out and to show what I've been working on. And having the beginning of the season, knowing, even our head coach was injured. Everybody was going through injury. It was crazy. One person after the other, and we knew we were going to get them back slowly. But in the meantime, especially during training camp, I just tried to have a heightened level of focus. It's kind of like, I don't have time not to be determined. That's what it was going to take in the beginning of the season, and I just rolled with it. Just constantly every day, trying to be, a little more of a captain. Using this year to grow in that, continuing to try to, be accountable and also hold others accountable, while also setting the example by how I walked it out. And so those things were just part of the behind-the-scenes preparation that took place in order to put the performances out on the court that you saw.
Mike Pete in full court. Maya, you've talked a lot about your embrace of leadership this season. How does that award standing next to you symbolize that growth in your leadership?
Since I've been asked this question several times in the last 24 hours, I've gotten a chance to think about it a little bit. This award, I'm probably most proud of the consistency that it represents, and the consistency of coming every day and walking the walk. That's really what you want to do as a leader. You don't want to just talk about winning and talk about what needs to be done. You want to go out and do it. And of course, there's always more for me to do and things to improve on. But I felt like I kept my word when I say, I'm gonna be there for my team when they need me, and so did 11 other players in that locker room. And to know that my teammates are proud of me and happy for me means more than winning the award. And I care more about what they think of me, my coaching staff, my teammates, because they know me, they see me every day. They see me in my low moments, they see me in my high moments, and to know that they appreciate and respect me means a lot. And so it's great to have that respect from the inside and outside.
Tim Layton from the St. Paul Pioneer Press. Maya, for the people who cover you on a regular basis, we know how team-oriented you are. Does it feel strange or awkward to be accepting the league's highest individual honor on the eve of the playoffs?
Yes. I'm just kidding. It's definitely awkward for me. I'm trying to think of a time. I kind of jumped back to Big East competition, where right before the Big East tournament, awards are being handed out, and it's just kind of a funny, awkward time of trying to keep your mind focused on something. But of course, this is such an awesome moment that I do want to put the thought into how to best celebrate this. And like I said to begin, these awards make me think of all the help that I have and everybody who's involved in this symbolic trophy. So that makes me smile to know how blessed I am to have that help, but also to be healthy enough to go out and perform. And whenever you invest time, money, sacrifice into your training, you want to be able to show it off. So to be healthy enough to do that this year was very rewarding, and fortunately not done yet.
Hey. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
All right, thank you.